Growing up, one of the things I struggled with was trying to balance between my decisions and how it affects people around me. I oftentimes get caught in between, such that I end up dancing to people's choice and raising it above what matters to me. In a world that often demands us to be everything to everyone, learning how to say no has become one of the most underrated personal development skills. Whether in our professional circles, family relationships, or social commitments, the inability to set clear boundaries is costing us mentally, emotionally, financially, and spiritually. The struggle of feeling guilty is real. Don't be deceived. Many people feel guilty when they say no, fearing they'll disappoint others, seem selfish, or risk being misunderstood. This oftentimes makes us end up as people pleasers, placing others above ourselves. But here's the truth. Constantly saying yes when you really mean no is a fast track to emotional burnout and resentment. I personally consider this as an emotional weakness. You end up stretching yourself too thin, over-committing, and under-delivering. Not because you're incapable, but because you're out of alignment with your priorities. You constantly tend to put others first instead of what makes you happy. For every decision we make, there is a price to pay, not just physical cash this time. Let's be real. How many times have you agreed to something you didn't want to do? Maybe you accepted a social invitation you had no energy for, contributed financially when you couldn't afford to, or took on a work task you lacked the bandwidth to complete. These decisions often come from a well-intentioned place, but the long-term effect is personal depletion and blurred boundaries. In the long term, it makes a certain aspect of our life depreciate because we are not setting the right boundaries. When you say yes to everything, you are definitely saying no to something. It could be your peace, your goals, your values, your health, your growth, or even your worth. I tell you, you are paying the price somewhere and somehow. One critical skill that would help in times or situations that conflicts or confronts your decision is setting boundaries. You see, that is also a leadership skill, no doubt about it. One of the hallmarks of emotional intelligence and self-leadership is, knowing when to say no, not just spilling the words from your lips. Stamp your feet, stand your ground, and don't be apologetic about it because it is about you. Let me tell you this, high achievers and grounded individuals are not afraid to protect their time, energy, and resources. This is not born out of selfishness, but they understand the value of everything at their disposal as well as themselves. They get it. Every decision has an opportunity cost. Saying no isn't rejection, it's redirection. It's how you preserve your capacity to say yes to what actually matters. It is about knowing the limit yourself and also letting others around you be aware of their boundaries. Set a very clear boundary. Don't make it blurry. It is about saying no to non-priorities so that you give the best to the ones that has your yes. It simply creates value. Now let's have a scenario check. When yes isn't wise. Imagine this, your friend invites you to contribute to a costly group event. We're talking an elaborate outfit, a gift, travel expenses, the whole deal. But here's the thing, you're already managing a tight budget. Your finances is on the edge. Maybe you're saving for personal goals or trying to get out of debt. But because you don't want to offend your friend, you agree anyway. This singular decision will have a heavy effect on you. And now, you're financially stressed, mentally distracted, and emotionally drained. That one, yes, it's taken more from you than it ever gave, costing you more than you ever bargained for, which ultimately affects your overall well-being. Now imagine such scenario happening in multiples of 10 similar moments across your year, and it's no wonder you're off track from your goals. That is a secret exposed to you right there. So how do we get out of this fix? What is the smartest way to restore your life and take ownership of your decision without feeling guilty? Know that you can say no respectfully and still honor your relationships. Boundaries don't mean being rude or dismissive. They mean being honest and clear. Thank you for thinking of me, but I won't be able to participate this time. I appreciate the offer, but it doesn't align with my current priorities. That's not something I can commit to right now. Let me know how else I can support you. These are practical ways to excuse yourself from being forced to do it without being disrespectful. You don't owe anyone an essay-long explanation. Protect your peace and stand by your values. The people meant for you will understand, and well, the rest will adjust. After all, it's about you and you have to come first, right? So start by considering you and protect your peace. One clear indication that you respect yourself is by saying no. True growth happens when we align our actions with our purpose. Whether it's in your career, relationships, or finances, setting clear boundaries is how you protect your energy for what truly matters. Don't forget that you can love people and still say no. You can be generous and still say no. You can be spiritual and still say no. In fact, sometimes saying no is the most loving thing you can do for yourself and for others. So I challenge you today to stand up for yourself and don't feel forced to do what you are not pleased with. Say no to what you don't want and protect your peace. If you found this helpful, make sure to hit the like and share button. Also turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Think about this, and I know for sure there's going to be a shift in your approach to life issues. Subscribe for more faith-driven growth insights. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.